The first question is, have you heard about post-traumatic stress disorder in the news lately?
Yes, I have.
All right. What have you heard?
Well, okay. Recently, no, I haven't heard about it on the national news, but the news networks that I pay attention to, which are a lot of veteran news networks and word of mouth news, more or less,
All right.
we experience a lot of people we know go through it, so we hear about how post-traumatic stress affects people like us.
All right. What do you think about this issue?
About post-traumatic stress?
Yes.
I think it's a problem that we can create a solution for.
All right.
I think that if we did create a solution for it, we wouldn't be losing so many fellow people every day. The statistics are 21 a day.
Ooh.
So
21?
if we could save even half of those by simple things like making it or giving the knowledge to people on how to respond to certain phases of depression and sort of stuff like that, we would be able to save 10 or 11 of them.
That'd be good. The second question is, do you have any first-hand experience with post-traumatic stress disorder?
I have never been diagnosed with post-traumatic stress. However, my attitude from when I joined the military to when I got out of the military, I have been told has changed dramatically. I don't react to certain things the same way I did before I got in.
Oh.
I have a shorter fuse, if you understand my reference. Means that my temper flares up a lot easier. It doesn't take as much.
Oh, I see. My third question is, do you think that the United States is helping this problem, or are we making it worse?
Do I think they're helping this problem can you clarify your question?
Do you think the United States is helping solve the problem by lowering death rates and helping the soldiers?
So okay, I think I understand. You're asking, do I think the United States is doing enough to acknowledge the problem and find a solution?
Yes.
Basically.
Yes.
Or are they blowing it off and not caring? Okay. So with that being said, there's good and bad. A lot of it is because post-traumatic stress is tied together with depression a lot of times. A depressed person doesn't always seek help. And so there's two things to that.
All right.
The system, the government, doesn't always know that someone is depressed. We don't have a alarm that says, hey, that guy's depressed.
Yeah.
His close friends may know. And then two, a depressed person can only be helped if he wants to be helped. So it's a double-edged sword that definitely needs more research and maybe different methods of trying to deal with it. But as far as how much they're doing for it, it's become a larger portion of their safety briefings than it has in the past. When I got in 2007, I had rarely heard of post-traumatic stress or PTSD.
Ooh.
By the time I got out, it was in every monthly briefing regarding safety and stuff like that.
That's crazy.
So it has been acknowledged a lot more over the years, and I think they're leaning toward trying to find a way to fix it. We're just not there yet. And like I said, sometimes you just don't know who it is.
Yeah. The fourth question.
Let me add to that real quick. Plus, to top it off, with not knowing who it is, one event that gives one person PTSD may affect another person differently.
Ooh.
Not everyone gets PTSD from the explosion. You know what I mean?
I didn't know that.
PTSD can be anything. You know, there's been cases out there that post-traumatic stress can literally be caused just by being in the military. If someone has never deployed, the military is very stressful. There's a lot of yelling and a lot of people can't handle it. So they can be diagnosed with some sort of PTSD.
Wow. That's crazy. The fourth one is, it's kind of weird. If you could have a magic wand and use it to solve this problem, what would you do?
What would I do to solve it?
Yeah. Yeah, I know it's a weird question.
The easiest way to solve it is to eliminate the problem altogether, I think.
Oh.
So, with that being said, and like you said, it's kind of an odd question, but I'll give you the best answer that I can think of for that, and that would be to eliminate the problem, you would have to have some sort of testing when people first join the military, or, I mean, PTSD isn't just military as well. It's police, fire department, anyone really. You know, someone that loses a family member can have PTSD essentially. All of a sudden. But anyway, so to eliminate the problem as far as the military goes, you would have to develop some sort of stress test when people join. And rate them on this stress test as far as how much can they handle before they break, sort of thing.
Oh, that's good.
They used to be a lot more stern, put a lot more fear into you through your basic training phases years ago, and they've kind of gotten away from that, and I think that's also why we're seeing more and more PTSD. These people don't get beat to the ground, because the Army used to have a saying where we're gonna break you down so we can build you back up the way we want you. They'll break you down. They'll take all your fears. They're going to take all your fears away. They're going to take all your physical limits away that you think they are, and they're going to show you what you can do and what you're capable of.
I didn't know that.
So I think if they went back to that, having a harder training, I think it would eliminate some of the PTSD cases.
Do you think that money could solve this issue, or do we need to change society's attitudes?
I think money won't stop the problem. Money will only put a Band-Aid on it. Money will only diagnose people with PTSD and send them to counseling and all that. Changing society would probably be the better option. What I mean by that is our society today in 2017, everyone needs a safe space. We have those same people in the military that can't handle someone yelling at them, can't do anything. If it's not what they want to do, they're not going to do it. If you try to force them to do it, they're going to throw a fit. So if we can take the softness out of society as far as giving people what they want and make them do what they need to do and teach them that they can survive by doing it that way, it's not going to kill them to do something, then I think we would have a better outcome. So my answer is we as a society need to change.
All right. Another question is there any advice you would give to someone who's currently facing this issue?
Any advice I'd give to someone that has PTSD?
Yes.
Well, of course. I mean, every veteran, no matter if I know them or not. If I ever hear about them, and the friends I have, and I know you're familiar with Facebook.
Yeah.
We find out. I had a friend in Michigan who was connected to someone in at Fort Worth, Texas, that was having a bad day. He was in a Facebook group or whatever, having a bad day, and he posted something on the Facebook group that could have ended in a suicide. Now, this gentleman in Michigan got a hold of anybody and everybody he could Fort Worth and saved this guy's life.
Ooh.
So, as a veteran, and speaking for all veterans, we never leave a battle buddy behind, no matter if we know you or not. We're constantly letting people know that we're there for them. We're constantly passing the suicide hotline around, constantly passing our own phone numbers around, just so anyone that might be going through depression knows that there's always someone to talk to.
I've learned a lot. The last one is, can you say what your rank in the Army was?
I was a specialist.
A specialist? What was that?
It's a E4.
E4. And what? Oh, were you like a Marine, a Navy?
Army.
Army? Alright.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time, and thank you for your service.
Thank you for writing this paper.
Alright. You helped me a lot.
I hope you do well on it, that's for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah.